morning, Deb. Lovely to see you. How are you going? Thank you for thinking of me yesterday. Everything went well. I just have to wait for an appointment now to see the specialist, so we'll see what happens. My name is Suzie. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Brisbane, Australia. So if you require any paper crafting products at all, I do it every time. In the corner there is a QR code that will take you to my shop, so you can have a browse around and see if there's anything you like. Otherwise, down below in the more box you'll find my email, my shop link, and my team link, and also what I've forgotten, shopping, team, or you'll find all the information on. Hi Kerry, how you going? Lovely to see you. All the information on the products that I'm using today. Hi Marlene, lovely to see you. So it'll all be there. So today again, I'm going to be doing Delicate Whispers. So I'm going to be doing a card for that. But first I want to show you something. Look what I got. I had to finish painting his face. Hi Tanya, how you going? My son made it for me. So I put all my Cricut things in, because I've got one here with all my pens and bits and pieces here, but that's just a bucket. So he made me this, and he made me a little pussy cat to sit on my computer. So I've got to paint him. So he sits on the ridge of my computer there. And I just got to finish painting his face. So, but he's well, he's silver, and Zeus's grey. So that went quite up. So that'll go with my Cricut stuff, and I'll have to get another one to go with my cut and scanner. Hi Sarah, how you going? Lovely to see you. Oh lovely, you're with your brother and your sister-in-law. How nice. They come to visit you? You like my pussycats, Tanya? Yes, I'm sure you will be enjoying your time with your #1 brother and your sister-in-law. Yeah, it does, Deb. It holds quite a few of my tools, so and it's made me some things on a roller to go. Your friend gave you one of those cats? They're cute, aren't they? I have to get him to make me another one, because I'll have to put all my scan and cut tools in something, which I haven't done anything with at the moment. I really didn't feel like it yesterday when I got home. I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I tried to have a sleep, but I couldn't sleep, so I potted around a bit, and I didn't feel like setting it up. Apparently it's got 3 codes, so I've got to watch and see what I have to do. So I might do that this afternoon, or maybe over the weekend. Oh, this is a black and white one. Yeah, this was just white. He was just white. I painted his eyes glued. I really need some different paint brushes. So I just got to finish this. So I was going to do like a pink nose. Hi Sue, how you going? So he's quite cute. And then I have to paint the one that he did that sits on my computer. So I'll need another one of those to go on the other computer. So he's quite cute. All right, let's get into it, and we'll go down to the mat. We'll change the camera over and check our audio because it keeps falling out for some reason. Okay, so you know that you've got to use your vouchers by the 28th of February. So you need to finish those, use them, because if you don't, you'll lose them. So I'm using Delicate Whispers again. I love this set, and I actually took out of Springtime Scenes, I took the little square label die from there. So that's the only thing I'm using from that one. And hopefully I've got everything organised. So what I'm doing is, oh, here's one of the things he made me. It's got about half a dozen attachments, but I haven't worked how you pull it out yet. It seems like it's stuck in there. So I'll have to get him to show me. But so you can roll it along. So that's probably more for my clay work, for my earrings and that. I suppose you could do it on paper if you wanted to do a pattern with the inks. That would work. Hi Tanya, how you going? Lovely to see you. So yeah, so he was busy making things for me, which is good. He's such a good boy. All right, so what I'm doing is called, well, this is, it was one of Brandy's cards that she did. I thought it was rather cute, and she used the paper from this beautiful set. So I'm using the bronze here. So this is the Delicate Dreams, which is the designer series paper that goes with this set, and I'm sure you've all seen them. Absolutely stunning paper. It's got the bronze through it and the beautiful flowers. Just love it. Fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. So, and you can use your B-sides as well. They're really good. And then you've got this specialty paper which we used the other day, and there's only there's 6 specialty papers. So, and they're only on one side. So, and there's 2 of each. So that was what we used yesterday. So I'll put that back down there out of the way. So Brandy called it a pull-out pocket card, and apparently one of her team members sent it to her. And when I saw her doing it, I liked it. I've watched Brandy for ages. She does some lovely cards. So what we've got is I've got a couple of flowers here. That's a little bit for out of the other set. You might have seen her do this. That's for the pull-out part, and that will go over there. So we'll put that aside. That's for sentiment. And this is our base. and then this will go on here. Okay, so that's the colours I've chosen for today. Now our piece here of the designer series paper, so I'm using the beautiful, better hold it the right way because this is directional, so just watch out for your paper. So this piece was 12 by 5 1/4, and on the inside it's the pebble path. It's a grey, I know that. Crumb coat, grey granite, sorry, is the inside of here, and the bronze. Hi Glenda, lovely to see you. So what we're going to do first, we'll put this aside here, is we cut this now. So we cut our piece at 12 by 5 1/4. Decide which way you want your pocket to go. So I'm probably going to do mine. I'm going to do mine left. So it's going to sit that way. So the first thing we're going to do is, I'm going to put the corner of my pocket piece into the groove, and then I'm going to put this first score line, and you score it at 4 and then 8 inches. Hi Nicole, lovely to see you. How are you going? So we'll just give that a nice crease. So as I say, you need to watch your paper if it's directional or not. So I'm going to put that tip into my trimmer guideline here, and then I'm going to put the top of this first fold in the groove there. So it had that one there and that one there. I'll move that. Just make sure you don't move it. And then we're going to cut it. Okay, so we cut this piece off. We're going to turn it around and we are going to do the same. So what will happen is our pocket will sit over there. So we want to cut again. Our fold here to the corner there, and then once again we're going to cut that off, which these can be used on another, and I knew I did that wrong. Darn. No, I will just do another piece, won't we? I had a feeling that we had to be turned around the other way. Talk about thick. So we want 5 1/4. I think I had to fold it on this way. So 5 1/4. By 12. And then we're going to score it at 4 inches. And be careful when you're scoring designer paper that you don't. And then again at 8 inches. That you don't go through the paper. It's because it's finer than cardstock. It's easy to do it. So I'm absolutely melting here. We've got high humidities back again. Not sure what the temperature's going to be today, but it's going to be a warm one, somewhere in the 30s. All right. So I'm going to take this piece off today, and I'm going to just draw a fine pencil line so that I get it right. So that one goes from that corner to that fold. All right. So when we cut that off, so I want this part to go off from corner to corner there. I'm just going to put a pencil mark. Let's try again, okay? So this one I'm going to put in the track there, and then in the track there. And that will take that piece off. So that folds in like that. Then I need to take this piece off. So I need to go the other way. So then I need to go from here to there. Let me figure this out. So if I cut that from there to there, then that's going to leave us that bit. Excuse me a minute, I just got sweat in my eye. No wonder my fan's turned around the other way. going to have to go out and buy another fan, I think. This one's keeps falling down. I can't tell you what colour it is. It's an iridescent pinky colour. So I want to take from here to here. Let's see if I can make a mistake again. There we go. That's better. I don't know what colour it is. Glenda. So let's take this mark. See how it's going the wrong way. So that will sit like that. And that will go on here. So I've chosen Early Espresso. I couldn't think of the name of it then. That's what happens when you get older, see? It just goes out of your brain. Alright. So I've got these other bits that I can make another card with, which is good because then you'll get 2 cards out of the one. So I chose basic beige for, even though it's got grey here, I did cut a piece of grey out, but I didn't really like it. So I've gone with the basic beige and the Early Espresso. So we're going to put these on each other. So we'll just take this. Also know it's a shimmery pink. Glenda, it's got like a shimmer in it. And it was just one of those cheap Kmart ones. Usually I only use Revlon or something. But I got fed up of it peeling all the time. Okay. So we'll put this on here. So we've got a little border all the way around. Then we've got this piece, which we're going to put on our, which will be our inside and will slip into there in the pocket like that. So and then I am going to, oh, here it is. I'm going to score this piece that I got from the other set, which is Spring and Scene, is it? Springtime Scenes. Got a cute little ladybird on there too. So let's measure this. So this is about 2 1/4. So I'm going to score it halfway. Make sure I put my score blade up. I'm just going to give it a score line. That way it will fold easier. Now, we'll put this one onto our early espresso. What a good start. Talk about being dumb, putting it the wrong way. And this is a new blade too, and it's looking a little bit scabby across that end there. A little bit frayed. I've got a magpie that taps the window. You must see his reflection in there. So all as you get most of the day, he keeps coming back and tapping the window. I don't know whether you can hear him. No, dear me. I only want a tiny border all the way around. Of course, you know me too, I can't do straight. There we go, that's better. And that's for our little piece. Now, decide which way you want it. And I think I'll have mine going that way. So I'm going to put dimensionals on here. And it won't come out because no, I'm not. Oh, sometimes I can't remember my own name, Linda. So I'm going to put dimensionals along here. So just prop it up, gives it a little bit of a 3 sort of D look. You're not really and it's not going to slip out because we've got these at the bottom. I'm going to put that one there because it's got a little bit of a tail, but it's from the end. I was going to remove that one, but and then we're going to pop that down. So when you put your card in, it will go, won't go any further. and it gives you a little bit here once we put the tab on to pull it out. So I'm going to put some liquid glue just along the bottom here. I'm going to make sure this goes edge to edge. And then stick that down. And then just hold it for a few seconds so that it sticks. Now with this one, we're going to put it inside because we want to see how we go. So I'll pop that there. And see, you've got that little bit there. What we're going. Oh, thank you, Glenda. That's lovely. Thank you. And I'm going to pop this at the back. But if you're going to make sure too that it's going to fit in the envelope when you put it in an envelope. So you don't want, let's have a look. So when you put it in your envelope, as such, you want to make sure that it will go inside. See? So don't sort of put it up here somewhere. Don't put it up there like that and give yourself a big tab because you won't get it in your envelope. So I'm just going to put some glue on each end of here. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put some glue on each end. And then we're going to get roughly the middle, so about there. I need it a little bit that way. Okay, so you've just got a little tab. Oh, thank you, ladies. You've just got a little tab at the top there, so it will still fit in your envelope. You've got plenty of room in your envelope, actually. So it will still fit in there. So, all right, so that's now we're going to put this onto here like this. So we'll put some glue all over the back of here. It's a shame, isn't it, really, covering this paper up. It's such beautiful paper. And you can also, if you want, you can put a strip across and make a pocket Oops. And put a gift card in there. This is why I like my Tombow, because I can manoeuvre it around. Glue everywhere. I can manoeuvre it around and what to do with my little place cloth to dry it off. You know, so every time I seem to stick everything over on that side of the there you go. You tap. All right. So what we want next is the sentiment. Let that dry. So I cut a piece of basic beige because I didn't want to go to white. So I cut a piece of basic beige to put a sentiment across the front here. So let's have a look what we can use as a sentiment. I love these fonts. Sending lots of sunshine. I like that. You brighten my day. Sweet springtime. Celebrate new beginnings. We'll get through this. I think I like sending lots of sunshine. What do you think? Sending lots of sunshine? Now you find these on online exclusives. But what's this one? They're both on the online exclusives, but you can't order them till March. I think it's the 3rd of March, unless you want to become a demonstrator. If you want to become a demonstrator, if you're thinking of becoming a demonstrator, you get $235 worth of product for $169, and you will get this fabulous stamp positioner thrown in. So it's got a springy board, so you can just press on it. These holes here, sorry, this end, fit over there like that. And you've got your 2 magnets. This one goes on here. So you can actually move that along and continue its stamping in a straight line. So that is our bonus for this month till the 3rd of March. It's a stamping positioner. So you can get that for nothing. It's free. And you get free postage to boot. All right, let's have a look. We've got this here. I want to block. I like to line my stamps up. So the longest part of this stamp is here. So I'll put that there on my line so that when I pick it up, it's on straight. And I'm going to use Secret Sea. As you know, I like my Secret Sea. It's my black. I use it for everything. A piece of something. Now, I don't think this is going to be... No. It's not wide enough. I didn't think it would be. Just need a little bit more, don't I? And I don't have any... Do I have any here? Here we go. I was going to use crumb cake on it, and then I decided not to. So I'm going to try and get that roughly in the middle. There we go. And we'll clean our stamp. I'd already cleaned the stamp before, so I had my stamping mist already in there. So that can go there. And I'm going to just trim this off. I'll do it on the other side. So I cut half the letters off there. Having a good day, aren't I? Put that there. It's just a bit too close. There we go. Now I've got to cut out a couple of little flowers that I did. That must be on the other side. I'll finish cleaning. It looks like a skin. So this will go across here like that. And I'm going to pop it up. So I did a couple of flowers and I coloured them in while I was watching the ray. Because I wasn't sure what I wanted to put on here. So I might even cut a bit of greenery. So we're using the Delicate Whispers dies. Yep. And we'll put our flowers here. So I'm just going to cut these out. I wish they'd given us a couple of flowers. It would have been good to have a couple of flowers to be able to cut a couple at a time. No. That was a little stiff, wasn't it? So just be careful when you take it off your paper that you don't rip your flower. All right. There goes our other flower. I'm just wondering if I need a little bit of greenery there. So I might just do a couple of bits of greenery. Let's see. I think that might be a little bit too big. I just might do a couple of little bits like these ones. We'll just cut a little bit off. I had scissors here. I don't want too much because I don't want to hide that beautiful paper. Okay. That's enough. So I'm going to pop this up there. Now I'm going to put one flower there and one flower there. And a bit of greenery. I don't want to I just want something out popping from behind the flower. So the things wanted to stay there. I'll put those back in there so I don't lose them. Okay. We'll pop our little piece back in. So just so it's sticking above there like that. Okay. So I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. This was only a new blade the other day that I put in. So I'm going to use my bits and I cut them up. I should have left them in one piece, shouldn't I? Then they would have just gone right along. Don't forget to use your little end bits. Don't throw them away because they're as good as the other pieces of your dimensionals. And take the backs off. I do have a waste bin down beside me, so I'm not just throwing them on the floor. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put my flowers up. So we've got that one going to go there. This one's going to go on the other side. And that one's just going to go in there. So we'll use glue for these. So tomorrow is Fun Fold Friday. So I suppose you could call this a fun fold too, couldn't you? cut a bit off there. There we go. A little bit of greenery. And then what I'm going to do is, where's my stamp? Had already put it away, hadn't I? I'm just going to stamp this on here. I might not get it all on there. My secret seed. I need a bigger table. I'm going to, over the weekend, I'm going to have a change. I'm going to change my room around. There we go. I knew we wouldn't get all of it on, but we've got enough just to make it look pretty. And it looks like the leaf goes off the page. So I'm just going to grab a couple of blends. This one's dark army blue. So it's the same colour I used on here, but of course it'll show differently because of the colour of the card. So Paul will be busy all weekend, bringing all his stuff back from Shane's shed that Shane has been storing for him for the last 3 years while he was up in Harvey Bay. And this one is light old olive. So he's going to be busy doing that all weekend. So I'm thinking I'm going to have a change around. The reason being is because they put this table halfway under the counter, I lose part of my space, and it's starting to annoy me. I keep thinking about changing it. Okay, now we need some bling. And some Wink of Stella. So let's have a look. What colour, what do we want for bling? There's those ones. They're pretty. No, they won't work. I've got those antique ones. I wonder what colour they are. They're nice and glittery, aren't they? I'm just wondering if that one would. I seem to have lots of pinks. Pinks and purples because they're my favourite colours. I think they're crumb cake. They look a bit like the bronze. So we might go with one, two, or three using that bit there. So what I'm going to do now, you put that in the comments which one you think will be look nice. And I'll put some Winkered Stella on our flowers. Might put it on the leaves too. Oh wow, that was quick. Number one. Yes, they're pretty, aren't they? I went to bed early last night thinking that I'd probably fall asleep because I'd been up at 4 o'clock in the morning. But no, didn't work out that way. I read till about 10 o'clock-ish, 10 half past, and then it took me ages to get to sleep. I love these. These are just gorgeous. They've just got that pale blue, but they've got a little added pink in it. Looking decent. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm going to 2, number 1. Yay! So I'm going to put it, sorry, put them on the flowers as the centre of the flower. Come here. I should have 2 big brown boxes. Where's it gone? Oh, flew over here. Coming either tomorrow or Monday. So I'm hoping they come tomorrow. Sometimes they do that. They put in, say, Thursday or Friday, and it usually comes on the Thursday. You wish they still had them. These are probably, yeah, they're out to date, are they? I didn't look, but I think they are so pretty. So that's our card, and I've cased it off Brandy's cards. So you could always put a strip across here. So say like probably a bit wider, strip across there, and then you could put a Visa card or a whatever sort of card. No, I didn't, Tanya. I tried, but no. And you've got to keep still. You can't move. So, of course, because you can't move, you're thinking, you know, like you get an itchy nose or a scratch, and, you know, you want to do something and you can't. You have to restrain yourself, sort of thing. So, yeah, you could put across there and put a card in. Would be good. You can put a message in here if you want to. Oh, you're welcome, Glenda. Thank you. Thank you, Marlene. Tanya. They are so sparkly, aren't they? Oh, so do I, Nicole. It's DSPs. I've just ordered some more of it because I reckon I'll go through it. After measuring that, I didn't. It's a bit off. So, there we go. I'll come back up the top. Yeah, that's the first one I've made, Dad. Okay, that's the first one I've made, Deb. I haven't made one before. And I was thinking, because I give money to the grandkids or I get a Visa card and put it in. No, not yet, Sue. I've got my cricket still up here, and I did some work on my cricket yesterday, just making these making these to put on the back of my cards. So I just glued that on the back, and I got to thank Collie for this idea because she had one on her card. She puts one on her cards, and I thought, what a neat idea. So I cut some more of these out yesterday on the cricket. So I'll glue that on there. And I've got to really, like, I wasn't in the mood to do it yesterday because you've got 3 codes that you've got to put in. So there's one on the machine, there's one for the software, and then I'm not sure where the other one goes. So I thought I need to have my head right to start setting it up, and I need a place to set it up where I'm not going to have to shift it all the time. So that's why I thought I'm going to tidy that table up over in the corner over there. It's a big table. And I'm going to put all my stuff from here over there. so I won't be looking out the window anymore when I'm doing the card. I can look out of the other window or the sliding door, but I think I can utilise that more. So watch paper chef. Oh, okay, fantastic. I'll write that down. Thank you for that, Deborah. So it's pampered. All right, I will look her up because I need to watch a few videos. I've watched a couple on different things. And you have to, if you type in sentiments out and they've got the cursive, apparently you have to, one lady I saw joined them with a pencil line. So it had Merry Christmas. So the Merry and the Christmas, she put a pencil line across between the two of them. And where the I was and the dot, she put a pencil mark to join the dot to the I. Things like that, that, you know, you learn as you go, don't you? So, all right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Sorry about yesterday not being able to do it, Mom. Now, Kimberly Smith. Okay, I'll have a look after. I think I'm going to grab a couple of boxes from the shed and pack some of that stuff away. So, and then I'll put my jewellery making stuff on this table where I don't need as much room. So have a great day, everyone. Deb, yeah, and Glenda, sweet dreams. You'll be heading off to bed shortly, won't you? Must be getting on there. So everybody have a fantastic day, and please, if you're driving, I don't know what is in the universe at the moment, but there is so many bad accidents where several cars. When Shane dropped me off at the hospital yesterday and he was going back home, there was a 6-pile car up, and one car was underneath a 4-wheel drive. It had gone into the back of it and shoved it. He must have been, because the speed there's 100, and it shoved it right under the 4-wheel drive, and there was a 6-car pile-up. So please, people, be careful when you're driving. Anyway, I'm going to go. Lots of love to everybody. Take care, and I'll work out a fun file for tomorrow. Bye. See you later.